I've seen things. Things that would make the bravest of creatures cower in fear. But it's not the darkness that haunts me. It's not the shadows or the clawing, biting creatures that skitter in the corners of the earth. No. What I fear, what truly terrorizes me, is them. Humans. I was born in the deep places, far below the surface, where the light of the sun never dares to reach. My skin is like coarse stone, my eyes like burning coals. I was built to survive, to roam the caverns and the caverns alone, far from the warmth of human touch. But on rare occasions the surface world calls to me, and I hate it. Oh, how I hate it. The human world. It started years ago. I was young, like they all say, young and curious, foolishly curious. I thought I could wander for just a while, explore a few feet beyond the deep caverns, maybe gaze upon the world above. The forest smelled of strange flowers, the air tasted of fresh rain, and the sky was the most terrifying thing I had ever seen. But it was not the sky that filled me with fear. No. It was her. She came out of the woods one day, walking like she owned the earth. I could smell her before I saw her, her scent, like sweet berries and something else, something that made my blood run cold. Her face was pale, framed by golden hair that seemed to shimmer in the weak daylight. She was beautiful, too beautiful. Her laughter carried through the wind, innocent, carefree. I couldn't look away. I watched her as she moved, humming a tune that sent shivers down my spine. But then, as she turned, she saw me. My heart stopped. In that moment, I knew that I was no longer alone. She had seen me, a creature like me. And her eyes, they didn't show fear, they didn't show terror. Instead, they showed something far worse. Curiosity. That's when I first understood the truth. Humans didn't fear me. They wanted to study me, to learn what I was, to poke and prod at the edges of my existence, as though I were some kind of specimen. The way her eyes flickered with interest, as if I were a puzzle to be solved, made my insides twist with dread.
Just walking in the deep, dark woods. A wondrous day, the waterfall spray. Daddy said the fishing was good. But all I see is minnows today. Today. Wait. What's that I see? Ha 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 ha. He. Maybe it's Santa Claus spying on me. I've been good. I've been good. See,
I've heard rumours from some of the other creatures who roam the caves and the forests. They say humans will eat just about anyone. What if she decides I might taste good? I retreated quickly, slinking back into the shadows, my instinct screaming at me to run. But something tugged at me. I watched her again from the safety of the darkness. She didn't leave. She stayed, humming that same haunting tune. Over the years I've learned that I am hunted. They search for me. They chase me. Young women, especially young women, are the worst. It's like they can smell me, can sense my presence. They come into the forest in search of something, and they always seem to find me. I know it's just a matter of time before one of them catches me. I know it's just a matter of time before one of them catches me. I know that the moment they do, they will never leave me alone. They will follow me, study me, and take away whatever is left of my sanity. They are curious creatures, humans, and curiosity in their eyes is worse than any weapon. I saw one just last week wandering through the fog. Her long black hair hung over her face like a veil, and she moved with such quiet determination that I almost didn't notice her at first. But then she stopped, just stood there, breathing heavily, her eyes scanning the trees like she was looking for something. No, not something. Me. I froze. I was sure I was invisible, certain the shadows would keep me hidden. But her gaze, her eyes, they found me. Even in the darkness, she could see me. She knew I was there. And she smiled. It wasn't a cruel smile. It wasn't a threatening smile. But it was a smile that sent terror into the very marrow of my bones. She knew. Wait, did she just lick her lips? She wants to have me for dinner. The worst part? I knew she wouldn't leave. She was one of them, one of the women who were obsessed with finding monsters, finding me. She wouldn't turn away, not without getting close, closer still. And I couldn't make myself move. I couldn't make myself leave. For hours I stayed there, hidden, trembling in the shadows, waiting for her to go, praying she would. But no. She stayed. She stayed, sitting on the damp earth, waiting for me to make a move. Her eyes never left the spot where I hid, as though she knew I was there, as though she could feel my fear. I had no choice but to remain still, to stay hidden. When she finally left, as night fell and the moon rose high, I let out a breath I hadn't realized I'd been holding. But I knew, deep down, she would return. They always return. The humans, they never stop. They never stop looking for monsters, for me. And the more they look, the closer they come. They have no idea that I'm terrified of them, that they might catch me and eat me. If only they knew. I am not the hunter. I am the hunted. And one day, they will find me. And when they do, they won't stop. They'll never stop.
You know, people ask me all the time if I'm afraid when I'm in the woods. Actually, I'm the scariest thing in there.